Hello, this is Dylan at Virtual Communications Group, and I'm going to take you on a quick walkthrough demonstration of the CiviEvent component and CiviCRM. For this demonstration, we're in the Joomla environment, which is just an open source CMS that you can install CiviCRM into. So we'll have the backend, where we're going to do most of our work, and then we also have the front end where we're just going to display how events show up and how the registration process for the user goes. Under components, we're just going to go to CiviCRM, and then from there we get the new Civi menu, and I am going to go down to the events dashboard. Off the dashboard view of events, we're going to see a list of the events that we have currently going, as well as how many participants, options to configure it, when the dates are, if they're public or not, as well as just a list of the recent people who have signed up for one of those events. So let's just quickly create a new event to show off how an event is created. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a template that I've already built. You can build event templates so that all the settings that are standard across some of your standard events, you can just quickly one click like that, pull in, and then you don't have to go and set those every time. So I am just going to call this Association Conference 2. There's room to put a summary and a complete description. I'm going to leave that blank for right now. I'm going to set the start date to February 22nd, and I will set the end date to February 26th. I can set a max number, so I'm going to say only 150 participants can go to this event. Select if I want to include a map, if I want it to be public, if I want it to be active. All those for right now are yes, so I'm just going to leave everything checked there and click Save. Now from there, I've got a new set of tabs. Info and settings is what I just filled out, location, fees, online registration, and tell a friend. I'm just quickly going to throw in our address here so that we can show off the map to the event. I'm not going to add an email or a phone number, but this is where you'd add the contact information for if people want more information or to ask any questions about the event. As you can see, it saved the event settings and it automatically put in a longitude and latitude so that the event shows up on the map. Now if we go down to fees, you'll see that it's automatically pulled some fees in. Those are fees that I had set up in the event template. There's options for the types of fees. There is options for different price sets, which you can set up so that you can pull in different price sets depending on the event again or the type of year. But for now, I'm just going to click Save. One thing to note is for the registrations, there's no payment processor configured. I don't have this tied into Moneris or PayPal or anything at this point. So I have to put an option for pay later and just some simple instructions. And you can turn that off if you want people to ensure that they do their registration online or give them options for paying later. But I think most people just go with the pay online if you want to register. So we will save that. And then let's hop on over to the online registrations. So registrations we will set for starting today. We'll set the online registrations to end the Friday before the event, and you can disable them if you don't want. You can throw introduction and footer texts, profiles of who's registering, a confirmation screen and a thank you screen, as well as sending a confirmation email. I'm going to leave all these just blank for the time being to kind of speed up the registration run through and to speed up the setup, but as you can see, you can set up whatever you want the message to all your registrants to be. Now I'm also not going to set up a tell a friend option right now, but I'll just take a quick peek so that you can see how that's going to look. If you enable tell a friend, it's an email that you can send out that they can send to other people, that they can include their friends on to kind of get the word about your event around, but I'm just going to disable that and cancel. So if I go back to CiviCRM and then back to my events dashboard, there is my new event right there. Nobody's signed up yet, so let's go sign up. Now if I go to the front page, this is the public part of the site. I'm just going to refresh this page and we'll see our event show up. This is just a default theme we've thrown on there for the walkthrough, but we can make this so that it matches the look, feel, and branding of your site. So there's a list of all the events, or you can have a link that goes straight to the registration page. We're just going to click here and go to that registration page right now. So first it gives you the information, map, location, the fees, and when and where it is. Let's click register now. Pretty much the exact same event, just the first time I set it up. I'll set up as a non-member. At this time I can't select the payment options because there's no payment processor in there, so the only option I gave was pay by check. Just throw in my email and throw in my name. And let's continue. There is an option to register additional people, which you can turn on or off. So there we go. Confirmation screen shows all the registration information, shows my payment method, my email on account, my name and address, the event information, and continue. Thank you for registering. I'm now registered for this event. Either on the event dashboard page, or on the list of event pages, or on the thank you for registering page, or other registration pages, you can subscribe to an iCal feed, or you can just download the iCalendar right away, open it with Outlook. I'm just going to hide some of these other calendars, clean this up. So now here's a calendar with the other events set in, and if we just go to week view and we go to the week of, you can see the conference I just registered for is there and in place. So that easy, and I've added it to Outlook. Now more from the administrative side, if I go back to the event dashboard, you can see that I have now registered for this event. My number showed up there, and if we go up into reports, already we have a full report on the event participants, the event income in summary, and the event income in detail. So if we take a look, these are all the people who have signed up. There's also the status of their payments. There is their role, so you can have your hosts, you can have your speakers, you can have your attendees, or you can set any custom roles that you have for those events set up. And so let's just go take a quick peek at the event income report in detail. Now you can pull this report for all your events. You can pull this report for a specific event. We'll pull it for the one that I've signed up to. There's my event report. It has the number of participants, the start date, the end date, the total income so far, the total number of people so far, the breakdown of the roles of the attendees, and I can have this online. I can have this in PDF for my records. Pretty much whatever I want to do with that, I have that. So in a nutshell, that is the event registrations with CiviEvent.